What's up, Tackle Warehouse fans? Jake here with this week's episode of What's New TW. We got an exciting episode for you today. Christmas is next week, so if you're doing some last-minute holiday shopping, there's probably something here that you can pick up for stocking stuffer, gift for your favorite angler, any of that stuff. We're going to hit a bunch of different categories today. So let's jump right into it. First off, this shirt, the Tackle Warehouse Griswold holiday shirt. If you want to get it before Christmas, order them right now. This is going to be your last chance, and these are limited edition shirts. They're only in stock once, so if you want one, get it while you can. Great little stocking stuffer. Tackle Warehouse Gibbets charm for your Crocs. So we know how many people like to wear their Crocs out there and put all their favorite little charms on there. Now we got a Tackle Warehouse charm for you. So put it on your Crocs, show your support for Tackle Warehouse. A couple other cool gift ideas that we want to throw out there. So from Berkley, we got a few new kits. This first one is the Berkley Angler's Essential Kit. Comes with a bunch of stuff. It's got a scale, pliers, scissors, a little towel in there. Really cool kit if you're looking for a gift for anglers. You don't know what to buy. I mean, anglers go through pliers and scissors and that kind of stuff all the time. Or if you got a new angler in your life, you got a young kid who's maybe starting out fishing, this is a great little kit to pick up for a Christmas gift. The next one, the other gift set that Berkley's got, the Swigs for the Bigs kit. So comes with a vibrating jig. It's got some trailers in there. So it's got the slobber knocker and then a couple of glasses in there. So put your favorite beverage in there. But cool little kit that you get a couple Berkley glasses and a proven bait there from Berkley. So a couple new cool gift ideas. All right. We're going to get into some rods and reels from Lew's. So we just got a ton of stuff from Lew's. All pretty much most of the products that they launched at ICAST have shown up in the last couple of weeks, so they are here now, available in stock for you to buy now. So first off, starting with rods, so the new TP2 series, and then we got the new LFS series. So both are long-standing rods that Lew's has had in their lineup, and now they've got some updated models. So the new TP2s, full graphite construction, and on these rods, they're going to come with the wind grips and then a Lew's custom skeletonized reel seat. Gives you a lot of blank exposure, and stainless steel guides with and inserts, and just really cool rod. I think there's 20-something models in this lineup, and they come in at 99 bucks. So really good deal, matches up really well with this new the new Speed Spool reel that we're going to talk about in just a second. The second rod is the LFS series. Now this is one of my favorite rods that I saw launch at ICAST for 129 bucks. I believe this one is really hard to beat as well. So I believe it's over 20 or over maybe even over 25 plus models in the lineup. I just love the aesthetics that they did with this rod. This one again is a full graphite high modulus graphite construction, and this series of rods has got all Fuji componentry. So Fuji guides, Fuji reel seat, and they went to this cork handle on here, which I really prefer myself. These ones come in at 129 bucks. And I do really like this reel seat that they put on the back. And you can, when you're palming your reel, you get tons of blank exposure. You get 2-3 fingers on the blank, and you're really going to be able to detect those really subtle bites. But yeah, like I said, on this model, you know, over 25 models on this series of rods. And then the colorways that they went on with the little blue accents, you know, down to that carbon gray blank. And then, you know, the old school style cork handles. A really sweet series of rods for 129 bucks. Now, the reels, the first one we're going to go over is the new Speed Spool. So the Speed Spool has been around forever. This is the generation 3 of the Speed Spool. And I mean, working here for over a decade now, and we've sold a ton of Speed Spools. They come in at 99 bucks, and it's probably one of the best performing reels in that price category. Super smooth, you get a ton of performance. It's got a 10 bearing system in it, tons of drag power, but one great thing that Lew's does with these reels is they offer a bunch of different gear ratios from 5-to-1s to 8-to-1s, and then they have them in right and left-handed. So they've got every gear ratio covered, and they've got them in both left and right hand, which is really cool. The other one that we want to talk about is the new Custom Pro Gen 3. Now this one has been, you know, making all kinds of waves around in the fishing industry for the last few months. We just got them into stock, and a few of us have actually been testing this reel for the last few months, and we're going to have a full article review coming out in the near future, so stay tuned for that. But from my own personal experience, this is a phenomenal casting reel. So one big thing that Lew's has done with this reel that's different than all the other Lew's reels is they have their Paramag braking system on the inside. So it's a completely different braking system that Lew's has ever had, and it doesn't have any electronics or batteries or nothing like that on the inside that takes electrical current to run. So there's a braking system on the inside that will kind of it will correct your casting kind of in the middle of your cast. So you can make a cast, and the spool is actually going to make auto adjustments while your bait is in the air to increase your casting distance, accuracy, and eliminate backlash. So just overall, like it's a high performance reel, and it's just going to make you overall a better and more efficient angler. So you can throw really light stuff, heavy stuff, and fish in all different types in conditions, and it's going to help you just prevent backlashing. I've tried it out. I wanted to see kind of the upper ends of the spectrum with it, so I tied on some really thin braid with a tiny little finesse jig, and I was throwing just as far or even farther than I would as I would get the bait with a spinning reel. It was incredible without backlashing it, and you can feel it when you make the cast. If you feel the spool start to backlash, you can feel it kind of correct itself and take over and get that bait to fly, and you can let the bait hit the water. It doesn't backlash. It's awesome. I tried it with fluorocarbon, monofilament, bunch of different stuff, and it performed great with all of them. Not saying you can't backlash it, because I definitely changed lines, different baits, casted it right into 15-mile-an-hour wind without making any adjustments, and I backlashed it, but that was my own fault for not fixing anything. But easy to adjust brake system on the side there. A couple of the features that Lew's has on this reel that they don't have on all their reels is their speed keeper system. So if you have rods that don't come with a keeper, or if you just don't like the keeper, I love having that little system on there to hook your baits to, and it just flips down right out of place and tucked in there. You don't even know it's there. And then they got the little on the tension knob, you can kind of adjust it and turn it to what kind of line you have on the reel. Just a bunch of really cool features. It's insanely lightweight and super compact and comfortable. It fits great on a rod, and just easy to palm and super fun to fish. So definitely check that one out from Lew's, the new Custom Pro Gen 3. Now, got a new graph from Lowrance. Make sure I got it the right way here. So the new Lowrance Eagle Eye. So the Eagle Eye 9. So this is it's a standalone graph, but it's got live sonar built in it. So if you're looking to outfit a boat with live sonar, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, like some of the other anglers out there that have 50 grand worth of electronics on their boat. If you just want something that you can run live sonar, but also traditional sonar as well, this is going to be the unit. It's a 9-inch unit, comes in at $1,000, but it's got live sonar, it's got straight down and then the forward active target imaging, but it's also got traditional chirp sonar, down scan, and it's got built-in mapping. So if you're not going to use live sonar a bunch, if you just want down scan to see structure, if you want just regular old chirp sonar, you got that on this one as well. It's not networkable, so you can't hook it up to a bunch of different units like you would with an HDS system, but you get active target imaging on the front of your boat. If you got a little boat and you just want something that kind of does a little bit of everything, and you don't need to have 18 screens on your boat, this is going to be a great option for you to check out, and it's not going to cost you 50 grand in electronics. All right, let's get into some baits here. So from Strike King, we got the new tour grade heavy cover spinnerbait. I feel like this one kind of flew under the radar for ICAST, and because it was an ICAST release. So they've had the heavy cover spinnerbait around for a long time, but they've kind of updated it and made some improvements on it. And they have everything on here is going to be top quality componentry. So ball bearing swivels, premium blades, clevises, razor sharp, heavy duty hooks. So you can throw this into heavy cover, heavy line. You can throw it on braid if you want, 20, 25 pound fluoro, no problem. And pull fish out of cover and not worry about bending that hook. But they put a few more details into that head. And then one thing I wanted to note is these skirts come hand tied with wire. If you can see that here, we might be able to get a B-roll shot of it. But a hand-tied, a wire hand-tied skirt. So not a plastic banded skirt, so it's never going to fall off on you. It's going to stay there for a long, long time until you've caught enough fish to bite all the strands off. Small details on the head, a little bit of scalloping to kind of mimic gills. And then you just went the extra mile to, add a little paint on there for some of the colors to really transition those heads into those skirts. They're really cool, really high quality spinnerbaits. Strike King's been making spinnerbaits since they started, and just adding this one to the lineup. If you're looking for a new spinnerbait to kind of slow roll down deep this wintertime, these come in 1/2 ounce and 3/4. So bigger spinnerbaits, going to produce a lot of big bites for sure. From Imakatsu, another javelin to add to the lineup. This is the 85 size. We've had a few of these baits come in the last few months, and this new 85 size is just awesome looking. So really small, compact bait, but it's got the 4 segments on there. So you can fish this on like a jig head or whatever, and it's just going to get that really, really subtle swimming action. Everyone's throwing minnow baits out there in front of their graphs, and this thing looks just like a live minnow, and it's going to have that really, really subtle action to it. But with that segmented body, it's also going to be a really good vibrating jig trailer. That size right there, I was thinking about maybe putting it on like on the Mini Max. That would be a great option for this size of bait. But just awesome little new bait fish to add to the lineup. Highly realistic and got some super natural action to it. Now we just got a bunch of hooks from BKK. So BKK came out with a ton of hooks at ICAST this year, and we just got a bunch of them in stock. We got the OCD system. Walker showed that a few weeks ago. A bunch of new products, and their hooks are simply amazing, and we want to highlight a few of them for you today. The first one is just their open hook, their drop shot hook. So just your traditional nose hook, drop shot hook. But one thing that is kind of across the board with all of their hooks is they're using a hypercarbon steel wire. So all their hooks are made out of this hypercarbon steel wire, which gives you a stronger wire, which allows them to make a thinner hook but maintain the same strength. That's going to give you better hook penetration. And they all have that slick gray, Teflon coated, whatever they're using, that slick gray coating on the outside. So that increases hook penetration even farther, but also gives you kind of a stealthier look as well. And then their armor points. So the armor points are crazy, crazy sharp. With all the lighter wire, the slick coating, and the armor points, these things are sticky sharp, and they will get you for sure. So new drop shot hook to add to the lineup. Then they also got a long shank drop shot hook. Now this is the one I'm most interested in for drop shot fishing, because it gives you the ability to Texas rig your drop shot hooks or your drop shot worms and get them fully weedless. So a few lakes that we fish around here, you throw right into a bush, you're for sure getting that thing stuck on an open hook. So that allows you to get in and out of cover more efficiently. Or for the smallmouth anglers, a few years ago, everyone was threading on the soft plastics and getting that hook point kind of mid-body. This is a great way to do that as well with the long shank hook. Now a couple more that we wanted to highlight is their offset wide gap hooks. We got these in an HD and a regular wire version. So these will probably be the most popular out of the entire lineup. Just a million different things you can do with the EWG style hook, and getting all that great performance that and all that new technology that BKK has got. And then the last one is their heavy cover flipping hook. This one is another one that I'm super, super pumped about. So it has kind of a shorter point on it and kind of a unique bend. So you're gonna get great hook penetration, get that fish pinned, and then that bend that they've done in there just makes it harder for the fish to throw the hook. And the keeper on this, kind of same with the long shank drop shot hook, the keeper is actually tied on there with thread and then epoxied over. So that keeper is never going anywhere. And then on the flipping hook, they've actually epoxy sealed the eyelet. So no worries if you're gonna use a snell knot, 50, 60 pound braid, 65 pound braid, you're not gonna pull the braid through the eyelet and worry about your snell popping through there. And all these new hooks actually come in these little boxes. And these are the same boxes that come on the OCD tackle system. So if you have that system and you need to restock some hooks, you just buy the pack of hooks and you can slide them right in there. Really cool system. The last one is their Hyper Latch treble hook. The bend on this treble hook is pretty unique. It's a unique bend and something I really haven't seen in many treble hooks out there on the market. So it kind of has an EWG style bend in the shank of it, but the points are going straight up. So you're kind of getting you're going to get the hookup percentage of a round bend hook, but you're going to get that landing ratio of an EWG style hook. And with all those other great features, these things are sticky sharp, and these are lighter wire hooks, so these are going to be great for changing out the treble hooks on your jerkbaits, which can be super finicky with different weight trebles if you're trying to get them to suspend perfectly. If you replace stock trebles on a lot of jerkbaits, you have to be really, really close to the identical weight, or else you will change the action or the sink rate. These are not going to have that much impact on your jerkbaits, which more and more people are fishing with their live sonar now these days. Just all around great new products from BKK. Super stoked that we finally got all of those into stock. And last up from Simms, we got a ton of new Simms apparel. And we got some gear that's, prime time for winter fishing, wet weather. The next few months are not going to be the most fun conditions to be fishing in, but there's always big fish to be caught, and there's no wakeboarders out there. The new Pro Dry suit just came into stock. So we have the jacket and the bibs. So I grabbed the two different colorways we got. We got it in all black, or we have this driftwood color. And then the Pro Dry has been one of the top rain suits on the market for many, many years, and they made some updates to it, but it's still that 3-layer Gore-Tex Pro Shell laminate material. So on the inside, all the seams are fully taped seams on the inside, so you're never going to get any water in the suit. You're going to be fully waterproof. It's got waterproof YKK zippers up here on the top. A couple of the updates they did, and I'll just run my arm through this sleeve. So they've updated this cuff system and made it much easier to kind of latch the cuff down and fully seal the water out, so that you can dunk your arm right into the water and you're not going to get any water into the jacket. So slick little cuff system. I like that much more than the old style double cuff. They've got the vented hood, so you can really cinch this thing down and you can run across the lake, and you're not going to, the hood's not going to pull back on you and fight you. It's not going to choke you on the neck, and allows that air to go right through, but maintain the hood up on the top. And they've also they've got stretch fabric on a few places on this suit, just to help with a little bit better mobility, and just when you're fishing, just stretches with you a little bit more. On the bibs, they went back to kind of these mesh suspenders. So these are really cool. These are on some of the waders that Simms makes. I actually have a pair, and they're super comfortable. It just helps distribute that weight across your back and shoulders, and makes the suit more comfortable to wear for a long period of time. The Pro Dry suit is already lightweight itself, but this just helps it just be even that much more comfortable. Down on the, let's see here, on the back here and on the knees, they have, it is reinforced with, I believe it's 80D Cordura. So it's reinforced material. It's reinforced down here on the bottom cuffs as well, so you don't have to worry about if you end up walking on them, you're not going to tear that up. It's not going to rip up. Full length zippers, so easy to get on and off. If you're looking for a new rain suit, and if you've ever been out fishing in a rainstorm and your rain suit's failed you, and you wish you would have spent a little bit more money, the Pro Dry will not fail you, and it's definitely worth the cost. I was telling the guys earlier that everything I've ever bought from Simms, over the last 10 years, I still have, and it's all phenomenal equipment. So you're definitely paying a little bit more, but you're getting high quality stuff. Now, if you're looking for an insulation piece, so if you're fishing really cold weather, or our buddies up north that are ice fishing and you need to stay warm, you want to look into the Extreme hooded jacket. So this is packed full of Primaloft insulation, and it does have a DWR treatment on it. And with this Primaloft insulation, even if it gets a little wet, it maintains its warmth. So it doesn't collapse and lose all its heat retaining abilities like normal down would. It maintains that heat retention even when it's a little bit wet. So if you need something to stay warm in really, really cold conditions, the Extreme hooded jacket's the way to go. And then we have their Fall Run Hybrid. So this would be kind of a step down, kind of an insulation piece. It is kind of like that same kind of puff style. but not as thick as the Extreme. So more of a casual piece, but you can wear it as an insulation, but you can wear it around town, whatever you like. And if you're not in those frigid temperatures, but you still need some insulation, this is a great one to get to wear around or wear under your rain suit. I know that was a lot to go through. Thanks for sticking with us today. If you want any more information or if you want to purchase any of these products seen here today, click shop or the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this week's video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comments which one of these products you're most pumped about.